Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to talk about um some news that's been confirmed for the Dragon Ball superhero um movie. And there's some news about what's going on here. Um, and we're going to talk about it. So there was a Japanese article from some magazine, I guess, and a lot of the Dragon Ball Z other YouTubers out there that have already covered this. But I want to kind of give my thoughts on it to you guys, because obviously this is my this is the thing I do, is talk about Dragon Ball Z stuff for the most part. So this was the interview from this magazine in Japan, and it's interviews with guy who's doing the Dragon Ball superhero. And it basically talks about the interesting tidbit is Gohan and Gamma 1 battle wasn't originally in the rain, but the director thought the rain would look cool, and Toriyama approved. And then they go on to say that the superhero script was back before DBZ or Dragon Ball Super Broly came out. It meant to be a change of pace from the universe scale battles of Broly and whatnot, with the story instead focusing on a threat to Earth and Gohan plus Piccolo rather than Goku plus Vegeta, which kind of zones onto a lot of rumors about possibly Gohan being the main character of this movie. And based on this, it kind of suggests that. It's kind of interesting on where they're talking about this too, because obviously, as we know, and I'm counting the Dragon Ball Z 2 movies before this, before Super even existed, which was Battle of Gods, Revival of F, and then of course now Dragon Ball Super Broly, which were, as it was stated already, were universal threats. It's a universal scale. Now this movie is not really focusing on that. It's not focusing on trying to protect the universe and whatnot, though I would argue that Battle of Gods in a way was about protecting the Earth, since Beerus was threatening to try and destroy it, but I guess they put that on a universe scale as well. This one is focusing on the Earth, on Gohan and Piccolo. It's kind of interesting. Piccolo is going to be involved in this as well. But the trailers did show Goku in this. So while they're saying that Gohan is going to be the focus, I'm sure Goku is going to be involved in this too. Because it does seem like this plot... where is it? Right here. They were showing it. The plot does seem to indicate the Red Ribbon Army wants revenge on Goku and his family, because, as for anybody who doesn't know that didn't watch Dragon Ball, the Red Ribbon Army was defeated by Goku. And, of course, then Dr. Shiro tried to do his thing, even though Dr. Shiro was never actually in Dragon Ball. Dr. Shiro came out, wanted to get his revenge, and then in Z, and that's why the androids were created, that's why Cell was created, and that didn't happen. And then this led to them doing this. I guess this is basically like I guess a reformed group of people that I guess were followers of the Red Ribbon Army or something like that, because it's basically a new organization. Well, it's the Red Ribbon Army, but it's new people basically. It's basically like the Red Ribbon Army 2.0 basically. It's basically a new group that are just calling themselves the Red Ribbon Army because I guess they were followers of the original version, and I guess fans of Dr. Shiro. That's just what I'm guessing right now. Don't quote me on that. That's just my theory. But that is what it is, and that's what is leading to Gaemon, or Grumon, sorry, Grumon 1 and Grumon 2, which are basically I guess, the villains of this the story. Now, again, it does. I mean, a lot of this, a lot of the coverage of this story does show Goku in it, but it also does cover Gohan, and so it's quite interesting because I still believe that even though they're kind of saying that the story is going to be revolving around Gohan and Piccolo, I'm really I'm still kind of convinced that Goku is going to be involved in this in some way, because again, they show Goku a lot in the original trailer, as well as they advertised him heavily, and of course he's Goku, so he's gonna be involved. And of course, obviously, the Red Ribbon Army are pissed at Goku too. I find it really ironic that they're making Gohan kind of the main focus of this movie, considering that it involves the Red Ribbon Army. Since, obviously Gohan was the one who killed Cell. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but I just think that was kind of interesting. So we'll see where this goes. And we'll see what they're gonna do here with this, because like I said, Gohan really hasn't done that much since the Buu saga. And as you guys know, I've talked about this a long time ago, but the Buu saga to me really kind of hurt Gohan's character, and really diminished Gohan's character. I was never a fan of the way he became an adult. We kind of find it ironic now because he was 17 years old at the time. He was, well, quote unquote, an adult. But I wasn't a fan of that Gohan because, well, I mean, I shouldn't say I wasn't a fan. I just didn't really like the way his character changed from the Cell Saga to the Buu Saga. Of course, I obviously didn't like his design. I thought his design looked really dumb, compared to the change from the Team Gohan look. I loved his Team Gohan hairdo compared to the adult Gohan look. It did look realistic. That he would change that much like that, even getting older like that. Your hair doesn't change like that naturally. And yes, as a cartoon or anime, I get it, but I didn't like that, and I didn't like the way he kind of changed his approach. So I'm gonna really look to see what they're planning for this. And if this really, cause I'm really looking to see what Goku's involvement in this plot is, because I don't care if Gohan. I mean, my whole objective for movies, and especially when it comes to Dragon Ball, it's you got to figure out what the plot and how much screen time they're gonna get. And yes, they're saying Gohan is gonna probably be the more focused line of this. I am still curious what Goku's involvement in is this, because you gotta know that Goku is gonna definitely be there. We've already seen some of the trailers, so Goku's definitely gonna be involved in this. So I'm wondering what his focus and role will be involved in this. We know the timeline is really kind of shaky on it because Pan is supposed to be like right before she goes to school, even though in Dragon Ball Z she was 4 years old when she fought in the martial arts tournament, but I believe in their statements they were already saying that she is older than that. So there's a lot of inconsistencies with Pan's age in this. Um, but yeah, this is quite interesting direction here. Um, you know, I think Vegeta won't be that much involved in here because, like I said, like even in this article that they literally show Goku in here, and of course they've been showing Goku throughout the entire promotion as well. So Goku is definitely going to have a huge part in this movie, despite what they're saying about Gohan and Piccolo. I think Vegeta is taking a backseat because they really haven't shown that much promotion of Vegeta. They have shown promotion of Pan, and then of course the Glamon 1 and 2. They've shown them, and I think that's where this is gonna be. Obviously, I'm leaning to believe because obviously Pan is like they show her like training at times, or like they even show her pose. She's ready to fight somebody. Something tells me that Goku is going to be kind of training her, and that could lead into the plot as well. But I'm very interested to see where this goes. Obviously, we got the superhero himself with Goku. And then Gohan, I don't know if he's going to make his Great Saiyaman cameo in this, being a stereotype superhero. But this is where we're at with this. And it's going to be quite interesting to see what's going to happen. Now, again, in terms of this, I'm just really curious about the screen time for all the characters, because if this movie comes out and Goku ends up having more screen time, then really Goku is really the main character. But again, in this it really doesn't matter because this is based off of a television series, and obviously a continuation of a television series is much different than just a movie upon movie upon movie. Dragon Ball Super is a movie that spins off of a television series, so it's a little different on the way we define main characters for something like this. But in terms of if Gohan does have the more screen time, then yes, he probably would be the main character. But again, I still think Goku is going to have a lot of time in this, and we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. So what about this information? We got, again, regardless, we're going to have our superhero Goku in here. And then, of course, we're going to gets Piccolo and Gohan, I guess, in this as well. Doesn't seem like Vegeta's going to be that much into this, though. Definitely, Vegeta will definitely not be as involved in this as the others. I think it's going to be centered around. Well, I mean, they've already said it's going to be centered around Gohan and Piccolo, but Goku is definitely going to be heavily involved in the plot. So I'm very curious of how this is going to be set up. I wonder if Goku, like I said, I'm really thinking Goku's going to be kind of more with Pan. But Pan is definitely in this movie. She's definitely going to have a lot of time in this as well. And that's what leads me to believe that Goku's going to be more with her. Because Goku likes to train a lot. And I don't know, but I don't know, but I'm just thinking that that's where they're probably going to balance it. Because they're not keeping Goku out of this. They're not keeping Goku out of this. They've already showed the trailers, and Goku is definitely involved in this. So even though they're saying that Gohan and Piccolo are kind of going to be the centerpieces of this movie, Goku is definitely also the centerpiece in this, even though they're not saying it, because we already know, because they've already shown us the stuff. So that's where I'm seeing where this is going to be. They've already put him as the centerpiece in all these promotional stuff. So, you can't fool me. You can't fool me, Toei. Or Toriyama or whatever. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. Goku's definitely involved. Even when in the Cell Saga, when Gohan was around, it was still Goku was still with him a lot, and so yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of one of those things where he's still involved, but it's like they're kind of like together a lot. It's gonna be kind of like that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is kind of the info that we got right now. Is that Gohan is going to be a centerpiece in this movie. He's going to get more screen time. He's going to get more shine. Maybe he gets a god form. No, that's probably not going to happen. But I wish Gohan would get a god form. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens here. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate. If you like to video my videos, please subscribe. And that's about it, guys. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku Moderator. Peace.